I know that we're all eager to see Modern Warfare 2 later this week and see what's in store for the game, and with that, Infinity Ward has been dropping teasers left and right for the game and what's to come with it, and this latest teaser that we just got actually gave us some pretty useful info. Now, this teaser was just a small promotional teaser for COD Next, which is the event later this week, which is going to reveal Modern Warfare 2 fully, but I'll throw up the small video right now and then we can decipher it a little bit. So not long at all, it was just a couple seconds of the video with the countdown for how many days until COD Next, yet still there's so much in this short little clip. Now starting off with one of the first things you see is the perks just randomly floating around the screen. Now I think the main ones that we can all tell what is off rip is Restock and Ghost. Restock is pretty simple, your equipment just restocks over a period of time, but Ghost on the other hand is something to note down here. Now if you actually look at the perks icon, it is the same exact logo as Modern Warfare 2019's Ghost, which is worrying to me. Now if you don't know, Modern Warfare 19's Ghost perk had this cool ability to where it would keep you off the radar regardless if you're moving or not. Now if you're not accustomed to normal CODs, that's not how Ghost works. That makes the perk way overpowered. Normally the perk only keeps you off the radar if you're moving, and that's the way it should be. We all saw how broken it was with Modern Warfare 2019, as everyone could just camp in a corner and you'll never know where they are until you die, since you couldn't see them on the minimap, and that minimap already didn't work, so it just wasn't great. So hopefully it's the normal Ghost perk this year and not the abomination that was Modern Warfare 19's Ghost perk. Now other than that though, we also see what looks like Hardline on the right as well. Now this perk just makes it where kill streaks cost one less kill. Now this could be a different perk, but I'm pretty confident it's Hardline, which also confirms the fact that this game is going to have kill streaks instead of score streaks. Now that has been leaked for a while that it's going to be kill streaks, but this basically confirms it in a non-official way. Moving on though, on the left we see what looks like double time and sleight of hand. Double time just makes you faster, and sleight of hand increases your reload and your ADS time. All pretty basic perks so far and pretty standard perks to see in a COD. But one thing that's interesting to me is the umbrella that is above double time and sleight of hand. I personally think it doesn't have that much meaning. I'm just assuming that it's just saying like those two perks are in the same slot, so you can have one or the other, but it could also mean something else that I don't know. We'll just have to find out. But one last thing though that I do want to talk about with perks, and this is a stretch to say the least, is that I have this theory that if you look at the perk sleight of hand, under it you can see the words terminal. Now call me crazy, but this could be a teaser that terminal is returning, but again, as I just said, that is a crazy stretch. But if terminal does come out, I'll be here saying I called it from the beginning. Moving on though, looking to the right you can see a map in the bottom right that looks new to me. I don't recognize the map from older CODs, so I'm guessing it's new, and also from the name that you can see on it, which is Sierra_India_Rome_Alpha. I'm just assuming it's new. But one thing to note about this though is that the map is clearly a small 3-lane map, which is what I love to see out of COD maps. I'm hopeful that Infinity Ward ditches their crazy map layouts of Modern Warfare 19 and just sticks with the good 3-lane maps that go crazy. And honestly, they can even have those maps that are crazy, make no sense just logically, like lane wise, but what I'm saying is I don't want them to base every map in the base game around just non-logical maps like that. But speaking of maps though, on the left you can also see another map that almost looks like the Gulag to me. I could and probably am wrong, but it honestly looks like the Castle of the Gulag that you saved Price from in Modern Warfare 2. The original Modern Warfare 2, not this upcoming one, but regardless it should be an interesting map. But moving on though, there's just two last things I want to talk about with this teaser. Now if you look at the bottom right when the date actually comes up in the teaser, you can see a skull with something wrapped around its head. Now if you thought my theory of Terminal coming back was a stretch, wait until you hear this. I think, personally, the stuff wrapped around the skull's head is film and is an indication that theater mode is coming back. I know, a random skull with what could be anything wrapped around its head with a knife in it is not what you think of when you think of theater mode, but just hear me out. Most of us that make content want theater mode back, and this could be a teaser that it's coming. Unlike with Terminal though, I have much less confidence with this claim, so if it's not true, I'm not going to be surprised at all because I really understand how much of a stretch that is and just some crazy theory I have. But one last thing though, at the very end you can see what looks like game mode icons, which is something to note down here. Now two of them are almost identical, they're just two weapons just crossing over each other. I mean one is literally just the Huntsman logo, but still the two flags and the way these logos look, they give me a very good idea that these are most likely game modes. Now personally, I'm hoping that the mode with the 2 flags is Capture the Flag, since that's a staple mode in older CODs and it seems to have disappeared recently, and it's just something I hope returns. And I know Cold War has it, but they didn't add it until like Season 5, so I don't count that. It should have been there at launch. But for the swords and axes though, I have no clue what that could be. Maybe one is core and the other is hardcore, but I genuinely just have no idea what that could be. Maybe sticks and stones or some other party mode, but who really knows? I just don't know, so we'll have to see on that one. Other than that though, that is everything I spotted personally in the small teaser, and overall just a lot of interesting stuff. Let me know if you guys find something else that I missed, or even if you're just excited for the new game in the comments below. If you did enjoy the video though, make sure not to leave without leaving a like and subscribing for more Call of Duty content like this, but until the next time, see ya.